Hi, I'm Kitty from Totally Beads. Are you ready for a quick make? Let me show you what I have been playing with today. So we got these lava beads in. We're gonna call them meteorite beads because they just look like tiny little space rock. They are just lovely. So they are lava beads. Lava beads, natural lava beads come in black, and they played them same as they played the hematite or any other or crystals or any other beads. Played them to all these lovely colors. We got 17 colors in stock. I love this rose gold. That's one of my favorite. But my other absolute favorite, this really light colored plating, is like a very light rainbow. They are great. Now I just quickly put together, I think they are perfect for just like an elastic bracelet, or you can string on tiger tail and do your culottes and add a lobster clasp or a choice of your clasp to it. Now let me just show you what else you can do. Now one of these strings are £2.50. They are 18 strings. They are 8mm beads, by the way. If you want your materials go forward, this is one whole strand what I made this bracelet out of it. Bear in mind I do have a chunky wrist. If you want your materials to go forward, why not use a spacer bead between your beads? Now these are the brand new 4mm acrylic spacer beads that you get about, well, I think there's about 1,002 in a 40-gram bag for £2, and this will make your materials go forward. Now let me show you how to make these. Right, so I pre-strung these lovely beads on a piece of tiger tail, and I'm just going to show you how to finish the ends. Now I'm going to pop the culotte on to the tiger tail, just like so, and then a couple of crimp beads. Now especially if I make a bracelet, I always like to do a couple of crimp beads. For necklaces, probably one just fine, but think about it, the weakest point in any necklace or any bracelet is your crimp bead, what you're going to crimp here. So I want to crimp one right at the end of my tiger tail. Just flatten it out with your chain nose pliers. Bring up the second one, flatten it again right next to it. So that's really nice and secure now. I'm going to pull my culotte up, and all I need to do is to shut my culotte in. Therefore, the little crimp beads are inside it, disappeared. I got a nice and professional finish here. I'm going to repeat the same on the other side, adding the culotte. So let's just trim this. I'm going to pop the culotte on a couple of the crimp beads. Now when you're crimping it this side, you want to crimp it quite nice and close to your culotte, because you don't want any gaps like showing in your wire later on in your jewellery. So pull it right down. I like to hold it up so my culotte is sitting just on the top of the bead, my crimp beads just there inside the culotte, and I'm going to go in with my chain nose pliers from the top and crimp the first one. Then you can reposition your hand any way which way you want to hold it. If you want to hold it upside, or if you want to hold it the same way, you're going to go in further and crimp the second crimp bead. And just trim the end with your cutters. Just trim the tiger tail off. And again, we're going to close this one, this culotte in. And that's it. I got nice and secure ends on my bracelet. Now we need to connect this bracelet up, but what we're going to do is going to use a couple of jump rings. Now jump rings are these little circles which they got a little cut on them, so we can open and close them. I'm going to hold this with 2 pairs of pliers, sort of parallel to each other. Now you never want to pull a jump ring apart, because you will lose that nice circular shape and you will never be able to get it back to the same shape again. So I'm going to twist one towards me. If I turn it the other one away, then I'm gonna put the culotte on by the loops just like that, and close it back in. So when I'm closing it back in, I'm twisting it back. I'm going to go past the middle by just a tiny bit and it will spring shut. Now on one side you only need a jump ring. On the other side you're going to need a jump ring and lobster clasp at the same time. So again, I'm holding it parallel. I'm going to twist it apart. I'm going to put the claw on there. And I'm going to put at the same time, I'm going to add this lobster clasp and close it back in. Again, going past the midway just a tiny bit and it will spring shut. And that's it. Our bracelet with clots, crimp beads, jump rings on tiger tail is done.